Shabbat Shalom and Shana Tova, and this is a special Shabbat. It's the Shabbat before Yom HaKippurim. It's the Shabbat Shuvah, according to our sages, to our elders, and to rabbis. You know, sometimes we do not understand, but many things that we do are basically traditions. Masoret. We are a tradition, people that keep a tradition. Many of the things that we are doing today and through the times that keeping us as close as a community are not in the Torah, but is part of our developing as a community and trying to force a way in which that bring unity to our body. You know, I have talked to you about the different understandings and looking at the Torah and looking at the words, what really the Torah say and what our traditions say. And I will never say that a rabbi is trying to deceive us or to lie to us or to take us to the wrong way. Totally the contrary. Our elders and our sages always trying to guide us to the right way. But many times in their zeal to trying to guide us through the right way, they took a position even greater than our Creator. Something that our Creator gave us, the path and the way. Our rabbis start thinking that they could do better than the Creator. Even without realizing, they were saying things like that. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. For example, as we know in Pirkei Avot, in the first chapter at the beginning, you know, one can say that how the Torah has passed from generation to generation, was given to Moshe Rabbeinu, and then go to Yehoshua, and Yehoshua went to the judges and so on, and then to the prophets and others, and to the people of Israel. The truth of the matter is that the Torah was given to all Israel, and was given in Har Sinai. And everybody was there. And then at the end, here in the Varim, we have, in the last portion that we have read, he said that he repeated again, not only repeated, but he said, and this is a covenant or a brit for you that are standing with me today, and for those who want that are not with us today, that are going to come. Then it's very interesting when we interpret scriptures and we take our interpretation over the Word of God. And little by little, with the time, we are sidetracked. And then, many times I have said to you this thing that is very important to understand. We major in minors and we minor in majors. What I'm trying to tell you. We make very excruciating decisions about what it means to follow the Creator. And we start giving very stringent ways, forms, laws that we interpret it. Don't do this, don't do that, don't dare, this is the way, that is the right way, you don't do it my way, you are far from the Creator, you are not listening to the Creator, or you are not following the Creator. And suddenly, everybody, they put a lot of fear in your heads. And when they put a fear, basically our leaders, instead to teach us, the same way that the Creator has given to us the possibility, Bechira Chofshi, free will, to act and do the things for our own, we impose on them our ways. And the first thing that we take away from the people that we are leading, Bechira Chofshi, free will. Because from now on, you are going to do exactly what I tell you. And I don't care if that goes against the scripture or it's my idea and that's the way and no way other. And if you do not follow my ways, you are going to be taken out, excommunicated, thrown out, whatever. And you start asking, why today, in the world that we are living today, there is more and more the triumph of the anti-God idea. Secularism is triumph. And we start to blame the sinners. We start to blame the others. But it's time that we do a conscientious analysis of ourselves. Maybe our religiosity has put a lot of people in the position that they don't want to listen to us anymore. And we are the stumbling block instead of the Word of God. We, the supposedly interpreters of the Scriptures, are the worst stumbling block for anybody to come to have a relationship with the Creator. And that's what we need to examine about Shabbat Shuvah. In Shabbat Shuvah, it's very interesting, this problem. And I want to tell you the thing because, our great Rabbi Yashuv, when he was asked about how he can summarize the whole Scriptures, and it was very interesting, no? Love your God with all your heart, with all your mind, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. This is all the companion, and that's all that you need to do. If you do that, it's done. Then basically, he gave us the 10 Commandments and said, put in practice. Now, in Shabbat Shuvah, the most important thing is about supposedly work out your way for forgiveness. To be redeemed. To be absolved of your faults. And the first thing that we ask you is, we say, oh, what I have done wrong. And then wrong, I say, I did this, and no, but something. But what about the most important? Love love God as you love yourself, as you love your neighbor. Let me ask you this question. The first question that you need to ask yourself before is, am I holding something against somebody else? Why? Because you are asking for absolution or forgiveness for yourself. Who are you holding against you that you cannot forgive that person or those people that have done something wrong to you? Are you judgmental? You look down upon others? Because the problem is not what God is not forgiving me. The problem is I am capable to forgive others before I go to the throne of grace to ask for forgiveness or to make it right, to return. Shabbat Shuvah means the Shabbat of the return, to come back home. In this portion, interestingly enough, look at how the Creator, chapter 31, let me read you this portion. It says, verse 6, okay? I have laid down for you, be strong, stand firm, have no fear, do not be afraid of them, for the Lord your God is going with you. He will not fail you, or he will not desert you or abandon you. In other words, he's going to be faithful to you. Then who is unfaithful? The Creator or us? And he's giving us the opportunity that we call it Shabbat Shuvah, for us to return. But at the return, to come back to him means something that you do it on your own. He won't force you to come back to him, because he has given you the free will to act upon your own actions. Do you remember when I told you from emunah, faith, bitachon, trust? You act upon the faith. If you have faith, but you don't act upon the faith, you don't have anything because you don't trust him. If you trust him, you need to understand the greatest gift that he has given to you, free will. What I mean free will? The capability to make your own decisions. And making your own decision means that you are responsible for your acts. And how the Creator make a judgment upon you is about kavanah. And what I mean kavanah? Intention. What he judged you is your intention. Look at let me put it this way. Maybe you do a good thing to somebody, but your intention were evil. I can assure you that that is not counted on your points if you want to make points. Even for the Creator, there are no points. For the Creator, or you are not. Because there is a struggle. You know the word Israel? Israel? It's a very interesting word. When you start, and basically means that you are going to be in constant quarrels, constant struggles with the Creator. Why are we going to be in a struggle with the Creator? Because our will is so strong that sometimes it's very hard to follow Him. We need to do it in our way. How many times I have given you this picture about a child, 2 years old, when they start learning that they are an entity, they are now separated from the mother. Finally, they realize that they are not an appendix of the mother. No? And then they are on their own. What is the first word that they learn? No. My way. No. And that's how they grow. Because I now my own. I don't mean, and if the mother or the father say to the child, 2 years old, don't touch that, and soon that the parent and the mother look at the other side, they touch it. Why? Our sages tell us that we have two sides. The Yetzer Tov, the good side, and the Yetzer Ra, the bad side. And let me tell you, what a beautiful combination. With those two things, we couldn't be human beings. Because we need a balance. We need constantly to do the things and struggle. We are constantly in a struggle. And this struggle, the Creator knows that because He gave us something that not even the angels has. Free will. We are the only one. You know, you compare a human being with an animal. They say, oh, animals are very intelligent, that they have feelings. Give it all the qualities that you have. But animals are totally instinctive. They act by instinctiveness. You know, they do not. The feelings are what I call it, for example, in an animal, maternal instinct is the instinct of taking care of their cubs or their little children. I don't know how to call it in English. Offsprings, thank you. Now, but everything is instinctive. But we humans, we develop more than a relationship. You know, to an animal, you take their offspring, thank you, and after a while they forget that they have it. Tell a mother when they take a child, if they can forget that they have it. You know, not long ago, I had the opportunity to be with a lady that she just lost a baby before culmination and the first months of pregnancy. And she was devastated because for her, she lost a child. And I can assure you that this lady will never ever forget that loss. Even she can have more children, but will never forget a loss. Our Heavenly Father is greater than that too. He never forget us, never forsake us, and He is with us. Then, in this period of time that we are, allow me to challenge you, because I challenge myself too. You know, we say, what are we holding? But sometimes, if you cannot forgive your neighbor, how can you expect that the Creator is going to forgive you? You know, everything starts at home. It's very important in this time of the year that we learn about being honest with ourselves first in order that we can be honest with others. I have been telling you this last month about in the Ten Commandments, the hinge, if you remember. No, I told you that the Ten Commandments are divided in three parts: mitzvot, chukim, and mishpatim. The mitzvot are the commandments of the relationship that we have with our Creator. The chukim, the statutes or ordinances that doesn't have a logical explanation sometimes, or it's something very rational we do not understand well, but are there in the middle. And then the other are what we call it Adam Havero, the relationship that we have with our neighbors. That's what I call it the legal part. And we are the hinge. And we are in the middle. We are in the chukim. And more I understand why we are chukim as human beings. Because we do not understand even ourselves. You know, I don't know anybody who knows himself so well that they say, I know exactly how I am. Because through the years, we grow and we learn. And we improve, like Dennis mentioned. We improve. We grow. But going back where I was starting, why right now the Creator gave us the opportunity? He said in this portion that He's going to hide His face from us. It's a terrible term. Hide His face from us. Many of you are parents. And you have children, and they have been rebellious. You know, sometimes you need to act very hard with them. And sometimes you need to take certain measures. That's so hard. I just was dealing with a couple. They have a child that is alcoholic. And they need to take a very hard decision. They needed to take their child away from home. And they were crying and they were broken heart. Because the child doesn't want to change. They have given places to go. They have tried to take it. Doesn't want anything. And he stayed at home. The only thing that he used to do was to get drunk, and home, and go out. Steal money and doing things like that. What do you do with a child like that? Sometimes you need to act with tough love. The Creator works with us in that way too. Tough love. When there's necessary. And then He said, I'm going to hide my face because all of you are going to do crazy things. Even you, the word, you are going to hoard with other gods. And you, the word, hoard. But He's always with the open arms, waiting for our return. And you can ask, what kind of God do we have? If I am doing wrong, why he doesn't give me a whackity and make me clear my brains? Totally the contrary. He waits for us to act, to return. I love this mashal from the prodigal son. A beautiful teaching. Going away, doing whatever they wanted to do, and finally came to his own senses. I need to return. But how do you return? Today, we are bombarded by so many things and ideas. There are so many religions. Each one religion is according to your taste. And if you don't have a religion that you like it, you can make your own religion. Now we are in the marketplace of religions, ideas. You know, make one. What is the most likable? And you have heard me telling you that all religions, without exception, are man-made. Because for the Creator, what he talks is about relationship with him. And don't misunderstand me. I love my tradition when my traditions take me to the Creator. But this is a form of unity to bring it together. But if a tradition takes over my relationship with the Creator, I need to be very careful what I am doing. When some people are more interested in the do's and don'ts that people have created than to have a relationship with the Creator. When we are in the position that we measure ourselves by the form and not by the substance. When we think that we need to impress the people instead to have a relationship with the Creator. When we wear uniforms to try to impress others, I say, be careful. The Creator is not impressed by you covering. Because he looks directly to your heart. And he sees you, who you really are. Then in this Shabbat Shuvah, start learning to be more honest with ourselves. Are we playing a game? I trying to impress any of you with my behavior? Or I am really looking for a relationship with the Creator? You see, and the relationship with the Creator, the same way they say, how can you receive forgiveness? Okay, how can you receive forgiveness if you cannot forgive your neighbor? The same way is, how can you build a relationship with the Creator if you cannot have a relationship with Adam Havero, with your neighbors, with the other people? This is the reason that when you're religious, you're stuck up. You look up, and nobody like in your group is there. No, I don't talk to them. And we become so divided. And each little groupie, we are the only ones. And we have the last word. Because we are the only one that we are right. It's time that we lower ourselves, we humble ourselves. Let me read now from Vayikra, Leviticus, only to prepare you. Chapter 23. sorry that I am finding this. 26 and 27. Chapter 20. We are going to come to this time. And the Lord spoke to Moshe, telling him, but the 10th day of this 7th month will be a day for Yom HaKippurim. It's very interesting that this word is translated by almost everybody. Day of expiation or day of forgiveness. But I want to be here a little more literalist, only to give you an understanding that I have. It's the day of the covering. God is protecting you. Here it doesn't say anything about forgiveness. It says about covering. But then he says, this is going to be a sacred day. In them, you must impoverish your soul. Impoverish your soul. Read it in the Hebrew, because maybe be initem eth nath choftehim. And you're going to ask yourself, how you jump from impoverish your soul to sum, to fast. Because it was a way of our sages after the destruction of the temple to pursue and to continue a tradition. I say, the tradition is good, and insult the name of the Creator is good. But right now, what is very interesting, we make more emphasis to the fasting. And sometimes even we are proud to tell everybody, oh, I fast not 24 hours. I fast 26 hours in case. And no, I did 25, 27. You know, we're so proud. And then, I am fasting. You know, everything is a show. But what the Creator is asking you to impoverish your soul. Very interesting in Psalm Tehillim 32, then you mentioned the Ashrei, it's called the blessedness too, the be happy. Our great Rabbi Yashuv say, to beginning, he say, what did he say? Blessed or happy are those ones who are poor of spirit. He's talking exactly about this. And what is he saying to you and to me today? To be poor of spirit, literally, you need to humble yourself before the Creator. And for the first time, you are going to be transparent, clear to Him. Not because He cannot see it, but because you are becoming naked before Him. And let me tell you, if we look at from the point only the reality world, you know, nobody would like to be here naked. That doesn't know what to do. That's shameful, no? Can you imagine that you are naked, spiritually speaking, before the Creator? And nothing can cover you. And everything is sin. You humble yourself before Him. And you open yourself to Him for a redemption. This is the process that we are going through this time of the year. Somebody said to me that he heard from another rabbi saying, I wish that every day is Yom HaKippurim. because it's a beautiful thing that start constantly searching our soul. And as I told you before, one of my favorite Psalms, 139, verses 23 and 24. Search me, O God, and look within me, and see is there anything that is an obstacle to have a relationship with you. And show me in order that I do not do anymore. And in that way, I can be again in a relationship with you. What a beautiful psalm, and how a beautiful time that we are today. We are very, very privileged. Because from one side, we have what the world say, what the politicians say, what the religious people say, and you have the Torah. You have the divine revelation of the Creator to talk to you individually and in community. Because the most beautiful thing is that you exist for the welfare of your community, for the welfare of this world. Your existence is not for you, it's for others. When we start understanding that, that's the reason the Creator says, I will never forsake you, I will never abandon you. And here we are together, knowing that in spite that we are going to go through crooked ways, He's waiting for us to return. Are we ready to do Shuvah, to return to Him? Shabbat Shalom.